I hinted at I had some more AI songs to play, and I do. And the thing is, I didn't know if I was going to play them at first, but I since because we're a bit since it's just me, and since we burn through segments quicker when it's just me, I figured it would be a good idea to play them, and just play some of the songs I've been cooking up in the factory. Since I didn't really think I would at first, but we will. So I made about 5 or so new songs, and the funny thing is, I think all of them, with an exception maybe, are I wrote the lyrics to, or I put in my own lyrics instead of just typing a prompt. We put in original lyrics, or by original I mean original to the program, not always original like they're not quoted from somewhere. But this first one I made, it was kind of inspired by both the To Steal or Not to Steal opera song I did, as well as the To Skibbity or Not song, if you know that. It's a pretty popular meme. I like it a lot. I've listened to it. And the thing that kind of scares me about AI, AI is getting to the point where it's unironically good. I mean, it's so easy to tell it's AI in most circumstances, but it's still unironically good. And that's what's kind of freaking me out about it. But I did want to play a new song I made that was kind of inspired, a new opera song, which is one of my favorite genres on here. And this one is just kind of similar to Skibbity or Not, with like funny meme words, but it's a bunch of words that are kind of from the show or somewhat adjacent to the show. And this one is called Cringe Opera. Not the most creative name, but I don't know, I like it. So take a listen. Maybe you'll enjoy this one.
Fortnite cringe butthole.
Oh yeah, baby.
Chris Chan furry sex. Skibbity chungus Adderall.
Steal that Adderall.
Poopy butthole Fortnite. Ronald Reagan ball sack.
Balls in your jaw.
Stealing duck Skibbity Adderall. Trainable sexy sex time.
No shame, no shame.
Take a crap in the sink to clean the frame. Stub homosexual. Kingston butt mix master. George Double Bushy Duck's little secret.
My little score.
Skibbity toilet and hawk to Watu you.
That was a masterpiece right there. Some of these songs, it's hard to even know what to say after you hear them. They're just so beautiful. But that one is one that I could see be played in Carnegie Hall personally. I mean, I don't see why not. It's on that level. But yeah, that's Cringe Opera. But I don't know, that one is one where I feel like I'm going to hell for having made it. But, well, I've made far worse. I guess I'll just put it that way. Now, this is one of the ones where I stole the lyrics from somewhere else. This is from the famous meme song, We Bring the Boom. It's kind of a dead meme at this point, but when I made this song, again, this is why I said didn't know if I was going to do this segment first. When I made this song, it was still somewhat of a relevant meme. Except for I wanted to do an opera version of that, but I don't know what the AI program did. But it kind of it's not really an opera song, it's just kind of a different type of rap song, which I guess is what the genre was in the first place. It's pretty interesting. And for the record, opera is probably my favorite genre on here. I don't know what it is, but a good opera song is just, beautiful. The chef's kiss. You can't do any better than that. And so this one, and I kind of screwed up on this one. I don't really know how I did this. I just screwed up, but I accidentally copied the lyrics from Genius, and I accidentally put some lyrics from the side, or not even lyrics, some information on the website on the side. But I'm not even complaining, because that is one of the hardest hitting parts of this song, when it just starts reading information from Genius. So this is a new version of We Bring the Boom. Again, kind of a dead meme, but I don't know, I think I might have revived it. Take a listen.
We bring the boom, that's what we do. We bring the boom to you. We bring the boom across the red, white, and blue. We bring the boom, you gotta meet our crew.
You know me as the Rizzler, I'm the Panther dressed in black. Once I give your girl the Riz face, there's no chance she's coming back. I hang with AJ and Big Justice, bring the boom, you know it's on. We're like the 3 evolutions of Pokemon.
I'm Cousin Angelo, I bring the boom as you can tell. With salami, provolone, and mozzarella. Jersey Joe is here, get on your feet and crank the volume, cause it's all about the family and it's all about the boom.
We bring the boom, that's what we do. We bring the boom to you. We bring the boom across the red, white, and blue.
like we bring the boom.
AJ and Big Justice,
Noid, Tyler, the creator, family remix.
AJ and Big Justice. I'm the father of the Rizzler, call me Uncle Sevester. I bring the boom with meatballs, lamb, braciolo, and pasta. We're climbing up the ladder, always having the good time. And when the sun goes down, we'll be saving you from crime.
I'm Lulu and I got a gold Italian heart. I've been bringing the boom since the day I was born, with Big Justice as my grandson and AJ's my son. When we bring the boom is second to none.
We bring the boom, that's what we do. We bring the boom, we bring the boom to you. We bring the boom across the red, white, and blue. We bring the boom, you gotta meet our crew. We bring the boom, that's what we do. We bring the boom, we bring the boom to you. We bring the boom across the red, white, and blue. We bring the boom, you gotta meet our crew.
If you don't think that was a beautiful song, I don't even know what to tell you. That song is straight up one of the hardest songs I've heard in my life. I don't even know how to describe it. We bring the boom. I mean, and by the way, AJ, Big Justice, the Rizzler, if you'd like to hit me up with some of that cameo money that you're making hand over fist for bringing your song back to the limelight, I will be most obliged. Now, please make with the cash, and I would like it in hundreds, please. I will say that was also a dedication. If I'm going to do this like it's a hacky disc jockey show, that was a dedication to Mikey Williams, because he's a big fan of the Costco guys, at least in terms of he's requested we play. If you remember back in the cameo segment, he requested we get the Rizzler and as a cameo from him. Unfortunately, I can't afford the Rizzler's astronomical fee. I'm not making enough money where $150 comes cheap to me. But I will say that I don't know, like maybe if he doesn't want to pay me, maybe he can send me a free cameo just as a sort of gesture of goodwill. I would appreciate it. Or if he would just like to offer me his protection with his mob syndicate, I would be most appreciative. Now, anyway, the next song we're going to be playing here, coming in at number 3 on this week's Top 10. This is another adaptation of a song that already exists. If you're a big Chris Chan fan like I am, if you remember, well, okay, you don't remember from at the time because I was like 7, but he did a really horrible good rap song, called iPods Down and Listen Up in 2009. I don't know where he got that title, but it's him just rapping about random crap. If you ever listen to it, and maybe we'll play it for a comparison, it has no flow, it's got no rhythm. And I say this as someone who appreciates Chris Chan. I shouldn't say that considering what he's done, but okay, I appreciate some aspects of Chris Chan considering I bought a comic book from him that he signed. But I think he should thank me for making his song much better, because I put it into Suno AI and turned it into gangsta rap, and it sounds amazing. You know, it goes on for a long time though, because I'm just gonna warn you, I might jump in during the instrumental portion because it goes on for like the actual song is like a minute and a half, and it goes on for like 2 minutes of instrumental. But being true to the art form here, I don't like to cut it off when it does that, so I guess I'll play the whole thing. But yeah, this is iPods Down. The other kind of disturbing thing about this is Chris does like a description of like a sex or whatever, which, you know, rap songs. No, not just rap songs. Music in general has a lot of focus on romance and sex and all that. So I get that. But this like sex fantasy he describes here is kind of similar to rape, disturbingly so. I think Chris Chan, I don't know, man. I think Chris Chan might be, this is a fringe theory, but he might be a sexual pervert. But whatever, someone look that up, I guess. But this is iPods Down and Listen Up. And again, this new version goes far harder than the original.
Yo, what is up, homies and homes and home misses? Dudettes and due dates, this ain't no update on the sonical thing. Still working on it, but listen up, up, listen up. Put down your iPods and listen up. I had a test that shows stock market had a rising hose. I tell you what now. Tell you what? A momentary pause to recollect. Momentary pause to recollect. I tell you what, ladies, I have a game. Let's play Jungle Fever. Jungle Fever. I'm the lot, I am the manly tiger. Manly tiger. You're the sleek, sexy panther. I pounce on you, you run away. I haven't missed, but I chase anyway. And we chase for a while. And then you wear out, and you take it like a gal. And then we pump, 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 till we'll have our little tiger panther cubs. All four, since it's Christmas time, let's make like I'm Mr. Yo, Mrs. Claus. I have a good old heat, cause I took a bit old Viagra. Bam, ba, bam, bang. Ho, ho, ho. Word. I have a confidence booster, and my confidence is at the max. So there, that's the word of the day. Still an update on the CW Sapedia. Hey, word up, peace out. Peace out. Listen up, put down your iPods and listen up. I had a test that shows stock market had a rise in hoes. I tell you what now, tell you what, what? A momentary pause to recollect, momentary pause to recollect. I tell you what, ladies, I have a game. Let's play Jungle Fever. Jungle Fever. I'm the lot, I am the manly tiger. Manly tiger. You're the sleek, sexy panther. I pounce on you, you run away. I haven't missed, but I chase anyway. And we chase for a while. And then you wear out, and you take it like a gal. And then we pump, 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 till we'll have our little tiger panther cubs. All four, since it's Christmas time, let's make like a Mr. Yo, Mrs. Claus. I have a good old heat, cause I took a bit of Viagra. A bam, ba, bam, bam. Ho, ho, ho. Word, I have a confidence booster, and my confidence is at the max. So there, that's the word of the day. Still an update on the CW Sapedia. Hey, word up, peace out. Word up, peace out.
Yeah, you know, I guess I think I want to take back what I said about that end bit going on too long. I mean, not listening to it again, that really enhances the song. I don't know. It's a beautiful song, really. I mean, it's just incredible. It's probably one of the hardest. Like, that's something I'd see Tupac if he was still alive making, and that's a beautiful song. iPods down and listen up. I mean, again, the lyrics when you really look into them are extremely disturbing, and I think that Chris Chan should go to a psychiatrist if that's seriously what he fantasizes about. But although I guess we kind of ignore the second bit, because he talks about, first of all, this is a bit out of date because he talks about being Santa Claus. But then also, I don't know why you're bragging about taking Viagra, but okay. Although I do know he once clarified, I saw on the Quickie, which is, the great website for information on Chris Chan, that he was forced to clarify in one of the mailbags saying, well, I did not say I was taking Viagra. I just said that in this scenario Santa would be. So, I mean, I guess I'm glad he clarified that one. But yeah, so that's that was the one that really needed clarification of what you were thinking. But whatever, good job, Chris. That was a great song. Of course, I'm the one who made it better. Okay, the AI is the one that made it better. But whatever, I guess I give Chris the credit for the original lyrical genius. And when you see that, you realize why he just does parodies, quote unquote, of other people's songs all the time. The original songs he comes up with are just horrifying. Speaking of Chris Chan, we got another Chris Chan related song here. This is more of freeform poetry, I'd say, than anything. This is a song based on his classic "That's My House" video, aka "I'm working on it." It's pretty good, honestly. It's very dramatic, so if you're, faint of heart, you might not want to listen to it. But listen to this new song, "I'm Working on It," which is about, of course, that infamous time his house was posted on, or he posted a house tour and had to take it all down because I guess he didn't consult with his parents. So listen now to "I'm Working on It."
Does not even deserve a captain's log introduction because this is dead serious. The inside and outside tour I did a few months ago at my house. Everyone on the internet, my mother and my father, are angry at me. They're blaming it at me. It's my fault. I admit it. It's my fault. I want everything about my house off the internet. I'll send in detectives. I'll send in police. I'll send in everything in my power. Just get it off the internet. Listen to me, listen to me. Yes, listen to me. Yes, shut that goddamn thing off. I don't care what you do, you get all that stuff off of there tonight. I'm working on it. Go work on it. I am working. Do you realize? Do you realize something? Let me tell you. If the health department of Greene County sees those videos that you put on the damn internet, they could condemn our house and we would have to move out of it. I see. You go get that goddamn stuff off of there and fast. I'm working on it. I was making a YouTube a video for YouTube to tell it everybody. Get the images off the internet. You know it's not. No, it's out of my control. No, you get them off. It's out of my control. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. You loaded them up there. You unload them. I'm working on it. Go do it. I am doing it. I'm starting. Get in here and do it. I'll be up all night with you if I have to. You won't get any sleep until that stuff's off. I'm working on it. Get in there and start. I'm working on it. Let me do that stupid video so I can tell everybody in my command to get every filming and everything off the internet. Listen, about our house. I don't want it kicked out of my house by the health department. And what you just did was stick a knife in our back. Kill us. All right. Let me just get that stuff off of there. On work. And get it off of there fast. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So yeah, please get everything off the internet. Now, 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 now. Curse the trolls. Peace to everyone else.
It's just beautiful, isn't it? That was just wonderful. That was a beautiful song, straight from Chris Chan. I love that final no, no, no. It took that what originally in Chris Chan's video was him screaming, "So yeah, please get everything off the internet." No, 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 no. Into something much better. I love this new version, and I guess this is the version I'm going to be listening to from now on whenever I want to just listen to that video for some reason. It's much more dramatic. You feel like what the characters are going through way more than in the other song. Because it's not even a song, that one. It's just a video. But I personally really enjoyed it. I don't know what to say. Now, the next song we're going to be playing, just one more. This is the longest one. Clocking in at 4 minutes. And I'll tell you what, I like this song, but it did not have to be that long. This is a song where it's just kind of a funny incident. It's called How the Doug Stole Chipmus. And it's about... Well, first of all, I wanted to do a, quote, Dr. Seuss style beat. Unfortunately, that was not possible. But what we got instead was some, I guess, a very sad song, if you want to call it that. And it's a song just about some characters in our life. Doug was a popular character on the show, despite he's never been on. And Mikey's actually in this song. Because where it came from is me and Jack were goofing around on ChatGPT one day, making like fictional stories with all of our names and stuff. And we realized Mikey wasn't in. We forgot to include Mikey in any of them. So we wanted to do one of Doug, but also we thought we'd include Mikey. So that's why it's just Doug and Mikey for no reason. I mean, it's not really that accurate to how they act in real life. And this one isn't even really a song. It's more free-form poetry. So anyway, we got this from ChatGPT, and we thought this would make a great song. So we put the lyrics through in Suno AI, and we made a song out of it. Is it a great song? Okay, I'll put it this way. It probably not isn't a great song, but it's a great story. It's really touching, heartfelt. So this is How the Doug Stole Chipmus. Give it a chance. Don't let the title fool you. It's quite emotional. So listen to this one and try not to cry during it.
It's a small town of Northside where the winters were cold. Lived a man named Doug who was daring and bold. He was tall as a tree with a voice rich and deep, like Morgan Freeman's, just blacker you'd weep. But Doug had a secret, a habit quite slick. He'd sneak into the market, a thief who was quick. Chips, sodas, and candy, whatever he'd find, he'd tuck them away, leaving no trace behind. The clerks at the market were none the wiser, for Doug's stealthy skills were a great equalizer. He'd slip past the cameras, a shadow in flight, and return to his room with his loot for the night. Now Doug had a roommate, a guy named Mikey, who wore mismatched socks and smelled slightly spiky. Mikey would watch as Doug came through the door, with chips spilling out of his jacket once more. Doug, Mikey said, this just isn't right. You're stealing those chips in the dead of the night. What if you're caught? What if you're jailed? This plan of yours, man, it's bound to be derailed. Doug sighed and sat down, his voice soft and low. Mikey, you don't understand. I've nowhere to go. No money, no job, no food on my plate. These chips are the only thing keeping me straight. Mikey frowned but said no more, as Doug munched his chips and stared at the floor. One frosty Chipmas Eve with snow in the air, the Northside market was bustling with care. Families were shopping for festive delights, filling their carts for the magical night. Doug watched from the shadows, his stomach a knot. The joy of the season was something he'd not. He crept through the aisles, his heart beating fast, grabbing what he could. This haul had to last. But as Doug reached for one final snack, he saw a small child with a bag on her back. She clutched a tiny bag of chips in her hand, her eyes wide with wonder, her smile unplanned. Doug froze in his tracks, his chest feeling tight. For the first time he questioned if this all was right. Doug left the market, his haul incomplete, the snow crunching softly beneath his feet. He gave the chips to the child he had seen and walked into the night where the air was serene. Back at the apartment, Mikey looked up as Doug set down an empty cup. No chips tonight, Mikey asked with surprise. Doug shook his head, tears in his eyes. I can't do it no more, Doug quietly said, as he lay on the couch and rested his head. The chips he had stolen, the food he had taken, were filling his belly but left his soul shaken. And so on that chipless, Doug made a vow to find a new path, though he wasn't sure how. For stealing had filled him with sorrow and shame, and he knew that his life could not stay the same. Mikey frowned but said no more, as Doug munched his chips and stared at the floor. One frosty Chipmas Eve with snow in the air, the Northside market was bustling with care. Families were shopping for festive delights, filling their carts for the magical night. Doug watched from the shadows, his stomach a knot. The joy of the season was something he'd not. He crept through the aisles, his heart beating fast, grabbing what he could. This haul had to last.
Well, that was beautiful. I mean, I don't really know if it had to go on for 4 minutes, though, but it was a good song. Although I gotta say, well, first of all, I want to thank Adobe Creative Cloud for screwing me here, because it really had to go off. It really had to go off with a notification of, let me pull that up here. What was so important that you had to interrupt the song? You have 35 app updates available. Oh, great. It's not like I ever have used Adobe Creative Cloud on this computer in my life, but thank you a lot for that. Thank you for interrupting the song with the ding. That was real important. Thank you. But the song, if we're going to analyze it here, there are a few lyrics that don't make a lot of sense. I think it's a beautiful story, I guess. Because at the end, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Because, okay, if we're going to pull an Anthony Fantano here and look at the lyrics all closely, Doug only stops when he sees a little girl try to buy some chips as well. And then he stops. That's when he realized it wasn't right. Okay, you think you would have thought of that before, but I guess not. I don't know. He wasn't really looking at the people all that closely when he was stealing them before. He was just grabbing what he could and leaving. So whatever. I guess it makes sense. I don't know, but that was a bit weird. I don't know. They could have illustrated whatever point they were trying to make, maybe just a bit better, but whatever. But besides just that, moving on a little bit, there are some lyrics that I feel like they were really pushing for a rhyme here. If I have to be honest, like for example. One frosty Chipmas Eve with snow in the air, the Northside Market was bustling with care. What does that mean? It was bustling with care? Okay. Anyway, Doug watched from the shadows, his stomach a knot. The joy of the season was something he'd not. As in N-O-T, not. Like he'd not partaken in? Is that what it means? I mean, that's not really grammatical, but okay. And of course, there's also she clutched a tiny bag of chips in her hand, her eyes wide with wonder, her smile unplanned. Well, yeah, I mean, who plans to smile at a specific time? Who says, I'm going to smile at 3:30 today? You know, who does that? So, that's not really surprising that it was unplanned. I don't think you need a whole lyric to point that fact out, but whatever. I guess the song thought it was necessary. And also, I like how they didn't, I guess because we said Dr. Seuss style beat. Well, first of all, I guess because we wrote it on ChatGPT, we said write it like a Dr. Seuss story. They decided they needed to describe Mikey, and they describe him as a guy who wore mismatched socks and smelled slightly spiky. Now, okay, I've lived with Mikey for a while, or in my life. I've known him for a long time. I don't think he ever wore mismatched socks, and I don't know. I never really get close enough to smell him, but I didn't notice him smelling spiky. So I think they were just pushing for a rhyme with Mikey, but whatever. I mean, Mikey said he'd be listening today, so if he is, then well. You tell me, do you wear mismatched socks? Come tell me sometime, all right? But whatever, I guess. Again, they needed a rhyme, so I guess I'll give them a pass. But whatever, it's still a bit weird. So some of these lines, I don't know, they're just not the best. I feel like they were just pushing for a rhyme. Like, good job overall, ChatGPT, I guess, because you took this prompt and did better with it than I could have, so whatever. I mean, and the majority of the songs here were very good, except for, I'll just be honest, I think Suno AI writes better songs than ChatGPT when you put it to them. Maybe that's to be expected because they're made for that, but that's just how I feel. So round of applause, I guess, for ChatGPT, because I'm just using any excuse I can to use my new sound effect machine here. Round of applause. Yeah, I mean, those are the songs I made. Actually, I did make a few more in time, but I'll get to those. Well, frankly, if I just feel like we're running out of stuff to do, then we'll get to those. But for now, those are all the songs we're going to play. We just spent a long time on this segment, about a half hour or so, longer than that even, so longer than I thought we would. But I don't know, I thought it was worth it. I thought those were some good songs we got to put out in the public. You know, who wouldn't like those songs? And that's how I feel, at least.